It is the toughest sport on dirt.
Whoa! Oh man, I hope he is okay.
And it's time for night 2 of the big show.
The PBR starts now!
Night 1 saw our Cowboys clash with an unforgiving pen of bulls.
Watch this bull! Rambo! Whoa! Oh, Monster Energy Protection athletes doing everything they can. Ladies and gentlemen, how about the 3 men in green?
Our bovine athletes creating carnage through rounds 1 and 2.
Oh man. And the hits keep coming.
But the Cowboys held their own at times.
Tough man, tough bull, tough matchup. Yes, sir.
Returning stars.
Oh, the Texas Rattlers team member is on fire.
Past champions.
And it is rides like that that has made him one of the most dominating bull riders of his generation.
And those looking to claim the national championship buckle for the very first time.
And the number 1 ranked bull rider in Australia, Macaulay Leather, dominating one more time.
Wrap in your hand and hold tight. This is the 2023 PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour Grand Finals. Townsville, far north Queensland. A stunning region where the traditional owners, the Wilgurukaba people and Bindal people, have lived and cared for the lands and waters for over 10,000 years. The landscape home to many stories, including the Wilgurukaba creation story of Gabul, the carpet python, which explains the formation of the region. The Ross River just south of Kissing Point is where the python came ashore. That location also a corroboree point. And tonight the crowds have gathered to see a different story unfold. The final chapter of the PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour, where a national champion will be crowned. The championship gold buckle, the ultimate prize. Only 10 men can claim to have won it. Macaulay Leather hopes to be the 11th. He heads into the final night of the PBR Australia Grand Finals with a sizable lead. The only man who can catch him now, 4-time champion Aaron Clier.
When I'm at a bull ride, if I see someone else make a good bull ride, and I mean it, that gets me hyped up, that gets me excited. That's what I do the sport for, and that's why I started, is because that's what it's about for me, is going to the radio and all us bull riders competing against the bulls. And that's what gives you that good feeling. Seeing your mate ride makes you want to get out and ride better.
And it's that approach that helped him capture his first title in 2018.
It just lit a little bit of a fire under me, and just meant that if I go to an event now, go to it and mean it and do my job and have fun, yeah.
The fire kept burning, and in 2019 he went back to back.
Up in Townsville, it's always packed out up here too. The crowd's unreal, and I don't know, just because the crowd's so on top of you too, like the actual event it's held at, it's just so, everything's, the atmosphere that's in there, it's just, yeah, unreal, yeah.
In 2020, Townsville once again saluted Aaron as champion.
How about 84.5 points for the 2-time champion?
Yeah, you definitely see them younger fellas coming through that you were sort of once them, and then they're coming through now, and you're like, oh yeah, they're going to make it, they're going to go places with it, and yeah.
But in 2021, Aaron beat all comers again, becoming the first man to win 4 consecutive titles in PBR Australia history.
He is your 4-time PBR consecutive champion from Claremont, Queensland, the Kent High Cowboy, Aaron Clier.
With the run broken in 2022, Aaron is still searching for a record 5th championship gold buckle.
Yeah, it means a lot to obviously get that 5th title, but to me it's more about doing my job each and every time, sort of like getting my balls rode, and every time I turn up to do my job. Sort of maybe when I get a little bit older and I look back, I'll appreciate the titles and that a bit more, but at this current time I'm more just looking at riding each and every bull I get on.
Whilst the national title is now a race in 2, our 20 remaining cowboys still have plenty to ride for. The gold buckle for the event on the line, along with the biggest payday of the year. Not to mention pride and bragging rights for whomever can claim to be the winner of the PBR Australia Grand Finals. On night 1, 4 men had covered both their bulls. 8 others had qualified a score. 2 more rounds means all our riders still have a shot to make the 5th and final championship round of the year, where the top 8 in the aggregate will get 1 more ride against the rankest bulls in the pen.
Hello and welcome. I see people have arrived on my country, Townsville and Magnetic Island. On behalf of my Woolgoorooka traditional custodians, elders past, present and emerging, welcome to the grand finals of the PBR Australia.
From Gisborne, New Zealand, Fraser Babington, J.C. Davis. From Brazil, Bruno Roberto, it's Lachlan Richardson. The Kent Hire Cowboy, Aaron Quire. With an amazing year, winning over $87,000 coming into the event here tonight in the number 1 position. This is the 22-year-old sensation from Calliope, Queensland, Macaulay Leather.
Kyle Hall, our first cowboy to buck out of the chutes on night 2. His bull, Apache by Peter Wallace.
This is Kyle Hall, Mendora, New South Wales, and a bull called Apache. You know, what a great way to start off, not for Kyle Hall, by the way, but for that young bull from Peter Wallace, Apache, with a great out here.
New Zealand's J.C. Davis is next to go. Carrying a score of 82 3/4 from night 1, he looks to add to it on Superlicious.
J.C. Davis, 1 qualified ride thus far, and only the top 8 bull riders in the aggregate will be coming back to that Monster Energy Championship round. He would like to be a part of that action. J.C. The clock says cowboy up. That is some good news for the 32-year-old superstar out of New Zealand, having his very best year on the Monster Energy Tour here in Australia, and 81 points will reflect on his performance tonight. 81 for Davis.
A second score moving Davis into good position to make the Monster Energy Championship round later in the evening. Quinn Anderson was already in good position after covering both his bulls on the opening night. He will look to go 3 for 3 on After Party.
Everybody, come on, everybody! Here we go! Quinn! You know, and that is disappointing because Quinn Anderson comes into round number 3, perfect until that performance.
Zane Hall leading the rookie title race, loaded in the chute, looking for his first score of the finals on Rip Slinger.
But there is one more award that we would like to talk about, and that is the PBR Rookie Bull Rider for 2023, which pays $15,000 in cash. Zane Hall is the man right now in the driver's seat. The 22-year-old from Athol, Queensland, and Rip Slinger is his dancing partner from MJ and Keeler Bucking Bulls. This young man knows exactly what is on the line. Hey, hey, look at this. Wow. Oh my goodness. The young rookie from Atho, Queensland, Townsville. How loud can you get? Nice job, good ride, great score, 84.25 points for Zane Hall.
That score extending his lead over his rivals. Zane edging closer to being named Rookie of the Year. Another young gun goes next, 19-year-old New Zealand champion, Riley Ward on Bad Moon.
And a bad bucking bull from Duns. This is Bad Moon. Watch this. Oh, no. And some great work from the Monster Energy Protection athletes, the three lifesavers, and I see the New Zealand bull riding champion hunched over.
The protection athletes once again there to step in after a tough final so far. Night one saw Mad Dog Simpson leave on a stretcher. Let's find out a bit more about how professional protection athletes approach this life or death calling from some of the best in the world.
We're going to start off every ride with 2 guys along the chute and 1 guy up the arena wall. As the ride goes on, we want to maintain a perfect triangle throughout the entirety of the ride.
As the ride progresses, we're just watching the bull and trying to maintain our distance with him. Ultimately, you know, we've got to keep our starting position and follow the bull.
And in our positioning, we want to keep that happy medium. We don't want to be too far away where we can't get there, but we don't want to be too close where we mess the bull up either.
The reason we want to keep our triangle throughout the whole ride is because at least one person will have a shot no matter where the cowboy gets bucked off.
We're shrinking down our triangle, moving into positioning. Everybody's maintaining their spot. I see Jess, he's coming off at my feet. I've got to work around him. I've got to move over him, not affect him, let him get out of there, focus on the bull. We maintain our position and work our way out of there.
You may not think that positioning is that important, but in bullfighting, it's one of the most basic things. It's also the most important thing.
When the bull rider comes off, we want to be able to time it to where we've got our hands on that bull and drawing him to us, away from the bull rider.
As this ride comes to an end and the 8-second whistle blows, you see Cooper looking for a spot to get off. The guys have got their hands on the bull, you know, trying to get his attention focused on them. Cooper kind of has a rough dismount here where it throws him right out in front of the bull. Cody does a great job of getting a hold of him, drawing that bull away from the rider and, you know, creating that space.
Here it is from another angle. Cooper's riding right-handed. We really need this bull to go the other way so he can dismount into his hand. We can't get that done. Cooper's hand's gonna stick in that rope just a little bit. That's what's gonna throw him off over the bull's head. We're all trying to read and figure out where he's gonna hit the ground. Cody Webster's in great position when he does.
Yeah, right here, Cody gets his hands on the bull and he leads him away. He's slow, leaving out of there. He's leading the bull away, going slow enough to make sure he's got the bull with him.
Cody's got full control, leading the bull away, and, you know, got the skills to get away from the bull too, so everybody's safe.
Here's another ride. You're looking at a bull called Airtime. This is kind of a wild bull. He really likes to move around. He's hard to get his attention and keep his attention focused on him. Rider comes down, hits heads. We move in that triangle, try to get the bull to follow us. You see I led the bull a little bit there, and then Frank grabbed him and followed it up.
That's what we want. But the main thing is, like with a bull, you can't ever think that it's over until he is all the way out the gate and the gate's shut.
Here's another angle, and as you can see, this bull thinks about it for a minute, decides, you know what, I got some targets back here and I'm not done yet. He sneaks back around in the chute. Shorty does a great job of covering Mike. Mike's really lost his attention on the bull here too and thought it was over, but you know, Shorty does a great job of covering on him, and you know, everybody's still safe.
On this ride, I come around there and get that bull to kind of chase me. Another one, he doesn't commit real hard, so I can't really go either way because he's got time to set up on me. So I just roll on outside the gate, lead him out, take him home.
When we're bullfighting, we don't normally have to move that fast, but on this one, we're gonna play it in real time and see how fast Shorty really is.
I'm sorry to laugh, but that was Shorty leading Get Smoked out of the out gate.
Townsville in far north Queensland, a region that boasts diversity and magnificence on a grand scale. From rural pastures and the outback to the lush rainforest and sparkling blue waters of the coast, every inch of these landscapes is a brilliant beacon of nature's best. And tonight, gathered inside the Townsville Entertainment and Convention Centre, bull riding's best are assembled for the PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour Grand Finals. The animal athletes and the cowboys, a mismatch of epic proportions, David versus Goliath. Let's remind ourselves what makes an 8-second ride count in the PBR.
Bull riding, the toughest sport on dirt. How is it scored? First, the basics. The athlete must stay on the bull for 8 seconds. The clock starts when the bull's shoulders or hips have cleared the chute. The athlete must ride with only one hand gripping the bull rope. The clock will stop when the rider loses his grip from the bull rope, or any part of his body hits the ground before 8-second ride is over, will result in a no score. If he touches the bull or any part of his own body with the free hand or arm before the 8-second ride is over, the rider is disqualified. The athlete's ride and the bull's performance are judged separately. Officials score the bull on how hard the bull bucks and how high he kicks, power, speed, spin, and direction change. Athletes are scored by their control, rhythm, and how they match movement with the bull. While spurring the bull is not required, if a rider wants to earn extra points, they can do so by pulling their leg away from the bull to demonstrate control. There are a total of 100 points available for a qualified ride. That is, 50 points for the rider and 50 points for the bull. An average score will be in the 80s, where an exceptional ride will be in the 90s. Judges will award a re-ride if the bull underperforms and the score is less than 80. The athlete with the highest point total from the entire event becomes the event winner.
One man who knows how to make a score, 4-time Australian champion Aaron Klyer. He is next to go, looking to stay perfect at the finals after covering both his bulls on night 1. His first opponent on night 2, close combat.
The number 2 bull rider, Kent High cowboy, Aaron Klyer. In close combat. What's the champ? Come on! Oh, he is the first man to ride 3 bulls this weekend. And a clutch performance for Aaron Klyer in what has been one of the biggest and most dramatic championship races. 84 points for the 4-time champion, 84.
Aaron takes the lead with an aggregate total of 252.5 points. In doing so, he keeps his hopes alive of leapfrogging Macaulay Leather and taking out a record 5th Australian Championship buckle. Brazil's Romario Leite up next.
Here is a big, scary brindle bull called Humdinger. You know, looking at this bull's resume, he has only been twisted 3 times out of 22 attempts. Romario Leite, the 29-year-old, will become the 23rd. Oh, my.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. He's back! He's back! Oh, Gary Whitehouse.
Now that he's okay, we got to watch this back.
The protection athletes taking even more punishment in the arena. That set the scene for Mitch Payton, looking for a second score of the event on Midnight Special.
A multiple qualifier to the PBR Grand Finals here in Australia. And a young man that when this night is done is going to hang up his bull rope for the very last time. Midnight Special is his opponent from Diamond S Bucking Bulls and Brian Scott. I know that there is a lot of bull riding fans from Nebo, Central Queensland, that are here to watch Mitch Payton as he nods his head.
Mitch would have to ride his next, or it may be the last of an outstanding career. That brought up another veteran, a 9-time world finalist, Lachlan Richardson from Gresford, New South Wales, looking to add to his modest round 2 score of 81.5.
And here is a bull that could give him some big numbers tonight. Kickstart My Heart from Diamond S. A rematch from this arena 12 months ago when he rode this bull for 84.25. And it is not to be tonight. Lachlan Richardson coming down.
The Cowboys struggling with this impressive pen of bulls. Bryn Francis will try to outsmart Village Idiot next.
This is Bryn Francis, Mara, Queensland. 21-year-old. And it has not been a great start in the first 3 rounds, and it looks like we have a re-ride flag.
Bryn awarded a re-ride after the bull fouls him on the way out of the chutes. Next Cowboy loaded, Queensland's Caden Sandilands, looking to tame the pet.
He was 83.75 points last night in round number 1. Sandilands let one slip through his fingers in round number 2. But an opportunity here for him to move up that Monster Energy leaderboard in his pursuit and his quest to become one of the top 8 bull riders this weekend. Here we go. Come on, Caden. Ride the bull. Oh my goodness. Folks, I want you to go ahead and make a little noise for Cowboy just getting roughed up out there. Wow.
Yet another mauling by these unforgiving bulls. Caden bruised but not broken. Brazil's Bruno Roberto is hoping to make good on Bad Deal.
It's time to go, go! Here we go! With the Brazilian, Bruno! Yes, yes, yes! Oh, and he hears the buzzer for the very first time. Bruno Roberto! Oh man, he loves a big crowd and he loves a big stage to ride bulls on. Bruno Roberto, 82.25 for his performance here in round number 3.
The Brazilian keeps himself in with a shot of making the championship round. Victoria's Kelsey Pavlo next on Blondie's Bomber.
The 21-year-old and Blondie's Bomber. MJ and Keel are bucking bulls, and here is a man that has had an incredible year. The number 7 bull rider thus far. Tough bull. Look out. Whoa.
Blondie's Bomber, too much for Kelsey. New Zealand veteran and 2015 Australian champion Fraser Babington is ready to get out with a bull aptly named On Bail.
But like I said just a moment ago, all it does is take one great ride. This is On Bail. Babington. Come on, Babs. Oh, man, he was going at it. And the 2015 champion is down. I tell you what, Townsville, this is absolute classic Babington. A man that will not quit trying until his head is in the dirt.
Donovan Rutherford's head is held high after a solid night 1, and he's looking for a second score of the event on Spit and Grit.
This is the biggest stage that this man has ever nodded his head on. Here we go. Come on. Oh, look out. And the clock stops at 7.77 seconds. So some great work from the Monster Energy Protection athletes, and we have a challenge. There is good reason to challenge a decision when the time is that close. And there is the replay judge, JJ Quintana, on the bottom right with his stopwatch. Now, the question is, did the clock activate at the precise moment that bull left to shoot. Did the clock stop? And look, thumbs up. He made it. He made it.
After careful review, the verdict, cowboy up, 84 3/4 points, launching him into the top 4 of the grand final standings. Trevor Sproul is having a finals to forget so far. He is hoping to find his edge on Razor Sharp.
This is a great bull that has been around for a long time. Razor Sharp and Trevor Sproul. Hunter Valley Bull Rider. Look out. Razor Sharp from CF7 Bucking Bulls.
He will have one more ride to try and make something happen. Bryn Francis next, ready for his re-ride on Red Tin by Fred Clyer.
All right, let's go right now with Bryn Francis and Red Tin, Mara, Queensland. 21-year-old bull rider. Oh no! Taking a huge hit from that bull. Wow, that is an absolute monster from Fred Clyer. Red Tin, Bryn Francis.
The young rider seemingly okay after being stepped on, but unsure if he should challenge or not. The clock stopped at 7.64 seconds. He accepts his fate, and it is a no score. Kurt Shepherd will go next. He came into the grand finals with hopes of challenging for the series title. However, night one produced a paltry 64 points, whilst his main rivals scored big. Still in with a shot of the championship round, Kurt is hoping for a better day on 99 bad days.
99 bad days. And you better believe he's gonna try and give it everything he's got. And that is a super impressive athlete from CF7 Bucking Bulls.
One shot left for one of the most consistent performers on the PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour. Brady Fielder is looking to be the second man to remain perfect at the finals. He has drawn Bluey from T&R Bucking Bulls.
And I love this little bull that he's got tonight. This is Bluey from T&R Bucking Bulls. Watch the 23-year-old go to work. He's ridden 2 already. No, let's make it 3. Oh, and he is perfect. Look at the numbers. The highest score of the weekend, 87 points.
That 87 points meaning an aggregate total of 253.5, and he moves into the event lead with a single-point advantage over Aaron Clyer. The last man up in round 3, also with a chance to stay perfect. Series leader, Macaulay Leather, on Say When by T&R Bucking Bulls.
Well, they wrote a song about him. This is Macaulay Leather, the #1 bull rider in the country. Oh my goodness, what a great bull. That was Say When from T&R. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the first time this weekend the #1 ranked bull rider in the country has fallen victim to the power of these bulls.
With that buck off, the door remains slightly ajar for Aaron Clyer in the championship race. After 3 rounds, it's Brady Fielder back from the US leading the way, and Aaron Clyer close behind. Macaulay Leather also in great position to make the Monster Energy Championship round, sitting 3rd. Only 6 men have covered 2 bulls, and so every rider still has a chance to make the short go if they can pull out something special in round 4. The PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour Grand Finals. So far, the fans have been treated to 3 rounds of intense action under the roof of the Townsville Entertainment and Convention Centre. The Bulls leaving a trail of destruction in the arena at times. The Cowboys showing why they are the best in the country at others. Now, our riders have one more chance to prove themselves against their bovine opposition. The reward? A potential berth in the Monster Energy Championship round and a date with the rankest bulls in the country. The first to try their hand in round 4, Caden Sanderlands.
Sees him the number 5 man. This is a bull called Chew Cutter. Oh no. Oh no. And Caden Sanderlands feeling the heat of the competition.
Caden's night done with that buck off. Next in the chutes, Lachlan Richardson. A second store here can potentially put him into the championship round.
One of the greatest bull riders in the business. Can he ride him? Go ahead, Lucky.
A disappointing finals for Lachlan. His event over. Another looking to extend their night, Bryn Francis, on the back of Mighty Whitey.
Mighty Whitey faces Bryn Francis from Mara, Queensland. Come on, Bryn. Try to be the number 5 man to ride him. Wow, and it is close. He needs to pay attention here and look at the clock. Bryn, 7.96 seconds.
Bryn has one of his friends hit the challenge buzzer. The result? Cowboy up and 82 points. His second score pushing him up into the top 8. Next to go, the leader of the rookie race.
Rich Cowboy. Foot loose. Turn loose.
The Bulls on top. Can Quinn Anderson cover Ranger for his third score of the event?
This is a great one. This is Ranger from MJ and Keeler. Watch this.
Still sitting in the top 8 for now, but with plenty of Cowboys to come, he will hope to stay there. JC Davis has 2 scores. Can he get a third on You Know It?
Here we go. Come on, JC.
Riders struggling to make an impact in round 4. JC on the cusp. He will have to wait and see if he squeezes into the championship round. Kyle Hall next to line up on Endgame by Dun Bucking Bulls.
Ram, bucking, shoot, and the most important moment, the most important final moment for this man for 2023. Can he ride this one? Go ahead, Kyle. Give it to him. Oh, what a way to wrap up the grand finals for the bull rider from Mandora, New South Wales.
Not enough to make the championship round, but a satisfying way to finish. After 3 rounds, there are only 2 men that can remain perfect at this year's grand finals. Aaron Klyer is one of them. He'll have to better Ariat Lost Soul if he is to remain unbeaten.
Looking for a qualified ride to take the lead. Come on, Aaron. Oh, that is a big-time bucking bull. Ariat Lost Soul. And he will remain unridden.
Klyer coming close, but in the end, a blow to his title aspirations. And now Kelsey Pavlo lines up on Wetzel.
How good are these fans, Matt Merritt? That is just amazing.
It's beautiful. It's going to be even more beautiful if we can get one ridden. Come on, come on, come on.
Here we go, Kelsey Pavlo. Oh, and that was a twisting tornado from TNR called Wetzel.
Wetzel also wowing the judges. A 44-point bull score, the highest of the event so far. That clears the way for New Zealand legend, Fraser Babington.
So I know that there is a lot of Kiwi bull riding fans. I know there is a lot of Australian people that want to see Fraser Babington do good. Help him do it. Come on, Fraser. Go. Townsville, is that all you've got for a PBR Australian bull riding champion?
Fraser covering ambush for 86 points. His first score of the grand finals. Not enough to make the top 8, but more than enough to make the fans happy. That brings up Mitch Payton for what could be the final ride of his career.
Here we go. This is Mitch Payton, his final bull ride of his career. Help him do it. So he has ridden 2 bulls. So that being said, he is right now the number 6 bull rider in the competition with only the top 8 progressing. So Mitchell Payton may still yet get another opportunity to show Townsville, North Queensland how good he is.
84 3/4 for Payton. There are several riders left, but with 3 of those already above him and others not yet with a score at all, it soon becomes apparent Payton will get one more ride in the Monster Energy Championship round. Donovan Rutherford already has 2 scores on the board. He wants to make it 3 on cover-up.
Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Here he is. Rutherford in a best ride. Oh, Matt Merritt, you set it up. You set the stage for an absolute bull riding blowout. Donovan Rutherford has now ridden 3 bulls here at the finals.
Rutherford's aggregate 256.5, launching him into the event lead. And with the bull draw to come for the championship round, that means he may get first pick of the pen. Brazil's Bruno Roberto is next on Rambo.
This is what the PBR is made of. Let's help him get there. So the weekend will end and his quest for that championship round will be denied by coming down at 2.14 seconds off Rambo.
The highest scored bull on night 1 is back on night 2. His opponent, Kurt Shepherd, currently sitting 4th in the championship.
This is Pandemic from Dittman Bucking Bulls. And the bull rider from Mareeba, North Queensland, Kurt Shepherd, is on his back. Oh no. Oh, Jared Bagheero taking a huge hit. And Kurt Shepherd is up and he is okay, folks.
Pandemic putting Kurt's weekend on ice. That clears the way for our series leader. Safely through to the championship round already, his eyes now firmly set on an event win, which will also ensure a championship gold buckle.
So he has 2 bulls to get on, 2 bulls to nod his head on. If he rides this one, oh, look out. Oh no, get out of there. Oh, and the number 1 bull rider took a huge hit from that bull. Oh my goodness.
Leather up and moving, but how much will it affect him in the championship round, where the Australian title is still on the line? That leaves just Brady Fielder to go in round 4, also the only man who can stay perfect at the 2023 PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour Grand Final.
He is the number 2 man as of this point. He has ridden 3 bulls. If he rides this bull, he goes to the number 1 spot. Come on, Brady. It has been absolutely punishing and we need our paramedics, please.
Stomped after dismount, but luckily, Brady is just winded. He will sit second after 4 rounds, our top 8 decided. Aaron Clyer still a slim hope of snatching the championship, whilst Macaulay has one hand on the gold buckle. Both will face a fearsome test along with our other 6 qualifiers when they return for the Monster Energy Championship round against the rankest bulls in Australia. The 2023 PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour Grand Finals. An annual fixture in Townsville, far north Queensland. where the incredible lands, coast and seas that surround have been cared for by the Wilgurukaba and Bindal peoples for over 10,000 years. But sandy beaches are the furthest thing from the minds of our 8 remaining riders. Tonight, thousands have witnessed a battle royale for the grand final's gold buckle. Every man left in the Monster Energy Championship round still a shot at taking the event win. But to do it, they will have to get past one of the 8 best bulls in the nation.
They are the biggest stars of the sport that pits David versus Goliath. And while the cowboys often get their fair share of attention, it's these bovine athletes that pack the biggest punch in the PBR arena. They are the animals that dominate the sport, the bulls of the PBR. Powerful, athletic, nimble, all wrapped up in a package that weighs hundreds of kilograms and is ready to stomp on you the second it gets you off its back.
Now gotta get away from it. Whoa!
However, these bulls are not just aggressive beasts with rage in their hearts and anger in their hooves and horns. They know their job.
The bulls are 50% of the sport. Without them, we don't have a sport. You know, at the end of the day, we're trying to build the profiles on these animals. The guys that are breeding them or training them, so to speak. I mean, they're putting so much time and effort and money into them. And what we're seeing year in is year in, year out, is the condition of these bulls are just getting bigger and better and faster and stronger. And it's because everyone's starting to take a lot of notice of their programs and the type of bulls they're breeding, but also the way they feed these animals and the way they train them and keep them at home and keep them on good feed. And these bulls that you're seeing here tonight are the best in the business.
And one thing is for sure, these animal athletes are looked after like kings by their contractors, whose reputations and hip pockets depend on their bulls performing to the best possible level every time they buck out of the chutes.
When you're actually running yourself, you know what work's involved. Like, you look at the work you fellas do. People don't realise how much work's involved to get these shows where they are today. It's a lot of hard work. That's what it's all about. The PBR, the best bulls in the country.
The bulls of the PBR always put on a spectacular show, and the level just keeps rising. Who knows what the future holds for these bovine beasts who dominate the arena, or how extreme they can get. One thing is for sure, you best hold on tight, because making the trip is going to be a battle of more than just might and mayhem. It will be one of breeding and brains too.
Tonight, along with our series and event winners, a champion bull will be crowned, and it will come from this pen of 8. The first loaded in the chutes, Cattle King Reloaded by Dittman Bucking Bulls. The man atop him, Victoria's Kelsey Pavlo.
Cattle King Reloaded, Dittman Bucking Bulls. Here we go. Oh my goodness. There was an absolute fist fight going on here in the Townsville Entertainment Center, and our replay official has been signaled to make his way to the video position right now and review this. He says, re-ride for Kelsey Pavlo.
An unexpected start to the short go. Kelsey Pavlo awarded a re-ride. However, battered and bruised and unable to climb aboard another, Kelsey declines and his season is over. Next up, young gun Bryn Francis. He will need all his firepower against the reigning Bucking Bull of the Year, Roid Rage by Dittman Bucking Bulls.
This is the reigning Bucking Bull of the Year, Roid Rage, and Bryn Francis. So it will be the biggest out for the final 8 bulls this weekend that will determine the Yeti Bull of the Year.
43 points for Roid Rage, unlikely to get him back-to-back titles with the talented pen assembled. Next bull loaded, Alcatraz by CF7 and Josh Pugh. On his back for his final riding competition, Mitch Payton from Nebo, Queensland.
What a career. And what a way to go out if he can ride this bull. Alcatraz, that has only been ridden twice in 19 attempts. Ladies and gentlemen, he is from Nebo, Queensland, and right now, he is looking to each and every one of you to cap off what has been an incredible career. His brother is on the back of the chutes right now, helping him out, cheering him on. Come on, Mitch. And one of the biggest superstar bulls of the season bucks him off. But ladies and gentlemen, I want you to stand up and put your hands together for a man that has pleased every single one of us in this arena for many, many years. And tip your hat to what has been a great bull riding career.
Quinn Anderson is next to go. Cattle King Boogers Beach, a past champion, and a Dittman bucking bull was out to prove it was no fluke.
Quinn Anderson from Kamala, Queensland has ridden 2 bulls. The number 1 man has ridden 3, and there are 3 of those bull riders. Quinn Anderson on Boogers Beach. Oh no. And Quinn Anderson coming down off the 2021 PBR Bucking Bull of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big hand for last year's PBR Rookie Champion, Quinn Anderson.
Cattle King Boogers Beach putting together an explosive out. Quinn thrown around like a rag doll. The score 44 1/4, the highest bull score of the finals, and a real chance of securing another crown as Bucking Bull of Australia. But there are 4 to go. And next is the man on the cusp of being crowned the Australian champion. Macaulay Leather on another brute by Dittman Bucking Bulls. Sorry for partying, boss hog.
The 22-year-old bull rider chasing a history-making ride on Sorry for Partying, Boss Hog. If he rides this bull, he could be the next PBR Australian champion. And this is a ranked pen of bucking bulls any which way you look at it. The number 1 bull rider for 2023 coming down as we move through the final 4 bull riders of the year. And that is a huge surprise to everybody.
43 3/4 for the Dittman Bucking Bull, the 3rd highest score of the finals. That sets the scene for Aaron Clyer, a 4-time champion. He will have to ride Fiddler Industrial Pretty Boy and win the aggregate if he is to have any chance of snatching the Australian title from Leather.
Ladies and gentlemen, he has won 4 PBR Australian Bull Riding Championships, and he is riding for 1 more. The number 2 bull rider, Aaron Clyer, and Fiddler Industries Pretty Boy has never been ridden. Can he be the first? And the Can-Am clock says 6.91 seconds. Oh, you know, and he got on that bull just 2 weeks ago in Mackay. He bucked him off. That is the 5th time they have met. And it has gone each and every way to Pretty Boy from Dittman Bucking Bulls.
A valiant effort by Clyer, but he will have to settle for 2nd place in the series for a 2nd consecutive year. That leaves just 2 men to go. Brady Fielder needing to make the 8 on Mr. T if he's to take home a 2nd Australian Grand Finals event buckle.
He won it here back in 2020. And he picked the PBR Rookie Bull of the Year from Wallace called Mr. T. A bull that has only ever had 2 qualified rides. Brady Fielder knows exactly what pressure feels like. Let's see if he can do it. Can he become the first man to ride a bull in the championship round? Fox says 8 seconds. What a great moment, and Brady Fielder right now is in the driver's seat for a second Grand Finals championship. He has now ridden 4 out of 5 bulls. How about the highest scored ride of the finals, 87 3/4 points.
Fielder showing why he is ranked top 10 worldwide, with a stunning display of dominance and control. That leaves just Donovan Rutherford. He lines up for the last ride of the season on 7-11 by Peter Wallace.
Folks, you've been absolutely amazing. This is the final bull ride of the year. Rutherford going for it. And will fall short of the mark. Ladies and gentlemen, he will be the reserve champion here at the PBR Grand Finals, riding 3 out of 4 bulls. But the man that rode more bulls here at the PBR Grand Finals this year than anybody else. He rode 4 out of 5. It wasn't perfect, but folks, it was the best he could do. He's from Claremont, Queensland. He will be your finals champion, Brady Fielder.
So Brady Fielder is once again Grand Finals champion. But there is plenty of other silverware to hand out too. The Bull Team Champions, shared between TNR Bucking Bulls and Dittman Bucking Bulls. The Yeti Bucking Bull of the Year, Cattle King Boogers Beach by Dittman Bucking Bulls.
This year, like I 92 on him and 90, he's just a great bull, and I'm so happy he won this year.
The 2023 PBR Australia Rookie Championship won by Zane Hall.
Yeah, it was a good year, especially from all the boys. Big shout out to Bryn, my best brother and buddy. We give it everything all year. And to Hawley and Stockdale, couldn't have done it without him. Better blokes.
There is just one final title to hand out.
Your PBR Australian champion is Macaulay Leather.
Yeah, it's unreal, really. It's kind of hasn't sunk in a whole lot yet. But yeah, I definitely think I'll be feeling it when it hits bank count, definitely. But yeah, it's been a good year. I've got a lot of good bulls, and yeah, just happy to be here, really.
Another year in the books, another champion crown, a wild ride where 8 seconds can carry a whole year. The clock will reset and we will see who is on top of the pile when the final buzzer sounds next year in the toughest sport on dirt.